Hi, my name is Jane Monica Jones and I'm an author on LFE. LFE have actually asked me to put together a collection of videos on how to market your online course. So I'm really happy that you're here with me. Now, I am an author and teacher in the personal and professional development space. And moving my content online into an online course through the LFE program has been massive for my business. It means that I've been able to spend more time promoting my content and less time actually teaching it. You know, when I think about how much it costs for me to actually do a live event, whereas I can be sharing my content online, the revenue possibilities have just been increasing for me. So I hope you see the benefit of putting your fabulous knowledge online as well. So in our time together, I'm going to tell you about how to build your audience or your target market. I'm going to talk about timing, when the best time is to launch the start of your campaign and the start of promoting it. I'm going to go through and look at your pitch, the way you've done your promotional video, and also the content that describes the best way to actually pull out the features and the benefits of someone doing your course. And in this first video, what we're going to be looking at particularly is timing, choosing the right time to market your course for maximum sales, building a database, building your strategic database to promote your course and hopefully again turn that into revenue. Inside your sphere, using your connections as a marketing strategy. Outside of your sphere, locating your potential customers outside of your sphere, out of the people that you don't know yet. Enlisting key connectors, gaining help from key connectors in your network that can really give leverage to the promotion of your course. We're also going to look at influencers, working with people of influence in your field to spread your message that your course is out there and available and ready to purchase. And finally, we're going to be looking at collaborators, working with groups or organizations associated with your course content, again to gain their recommendation to promote your course. So let's begin. So the first one is timing. Try and pick a really great time to launch your course. And what I mean by that is do it strategically around a period where you can get maximum exposure. For example, I knew that I was going to a conference just around the time that I was about to launch my course. And what I did was I printed out a whole lot of business cards. And when I went to that conference, there was around 450 people sitting in that room. And I knew that these people would be very interested in my course subject, which was about e-booking and self-publishing, and of course marketing. And so I handed out about 250 business cards at that conference to people that were very aligned with the need for my content. And so it was an ample opportunity, and I'd picked my time just as I launched to really get the maximum exposure that my course and my content was now there up online. So the next piece I want to talk to you about is building your database, really formalizing the way you build your database and look at everybody that you currently know that you know you could market it to. And that is everybody on email, everybody on your Facebook page, any of your Twitter followers, LinkedIn, whatever form of social media interaction you have with people in your world. So formalizing that database is going to be a really great and strategic way to really get your message out there and get out that people finally know that your fabulous content is out online. The next piece I want to speak to you about is inside your sphere. All those contacts, all those great people that you work with, or you're part of your social networking that you can actually promote your course to. You've cleaned up your database, so now you know, okay, these are my core target market that I can actually market my course to. These people are inside your sphere, the people that you already know. The next part I want to look at is outside of your sphere. So we've looked at inside of your sphere, everyone you currently know. But there's a whole lot of people out there in the world that are really interested in your content and your online course that are outside of your sphere. So how do you find them? And the first one is key connectors. By getting key connectors, people that you know inside of your sphere, that you know have big networks, and asking them personally and really putting a lovely proposition together and saying, could you promote my course? You are a great connector, and I know you have a big database of people and network. Is it possible that you could promote my course? So you're really enlisting that key connector, someone that's just outside of your, in your sphere, but has, a whole collection of people that are not in your sphere that will also be part of your potential customer base. So who in your life, after you've organized your database, can you see as being your key connector that you can plug your content and your course to? The next people you want to look at that are outside of your sphere are influencers. These are individuals that actually have a great influence either in the public eye. So that it need to be someone that is actually, very interested in your core subject and your core knowledge, but they have influence. So is there people that you may not know and you may have to go out and approach that have got a great influence in their own networks that you could get their ambassadorship to actually follow or get them to promote your course? So it's people, it could be other speakers in my space that may not necessarily have an online course, but certainly speak to people that deal in marketing and deal in, wanting to publish. So by me approaching people like that and saying, I realize that you don't have an online course, but do you think that your customers would find value in being able to gain and have access to this market? So trying to find those people of influence that can really leverage your campaign. And finally, outside of our sphere is collaborators. People and organizations that you can actually work towards and build a relationship where we might do a collaboration, that they would get benefits of actually promoting your course. Now, there's a great part of the LFE program and interface is the affiliate program. So people can actually sell your course on your behalf and they actually get a commission from doing that. So finding those collaborators that can really expand your network, and that your content is key to their required knowledge, and you're doing a collaboration with them, and that collaborator is also getting a benefit. Part of the strategy that made my sales very successful in the first week of launching was that I had really formalized my social media presence. I have a Facebook branded page, me as the teacher, me as the professional and personal development teacher. And by building that leverage or having that really clear and defined brand, I've been able to really build out, all my database, part of building out my key collaborators and also, the people of influence. So really presenting yourself as a clear and specific brand in your chosen field is a really great way to build your profile, and people start to really understand, what your message and your core knowledge is about. So looking at Facebook branded page or your public profile page, looking at a YouTube channel, which is about trying to build in more ways that people can hear your voice or your commentary about your particular space. And being on Twitter and all other sort of forms of social network is a really great way to kind of start building your brand. And then once we see what this brand is about and we see what your content and your knowledge is about, and particularly in your online course, then you're using that branding to really be the funnel for which you're sharing knowledge about that your online course is available. So in conclusion, what we need to do before we even launch our campaign is work out the timing. Is there something that in our life that we can actually really leverage and get as much people finding out about our course being launched? Second, we need to deal with our database. We need to really clean up and work out how many people that we actually have potentially that we can market to. We need to look at those people inside of our sphere, the people that we already know. We also then need to look at the people outside of our sphere. And we do that by looking at key connectors, we look at it influencers, and also collaborators. So in our next time together, I really want to talk about your audience. Who is the person, who is your ideal customer, and how to design not just your content, but also your pitch to actually captivate them and get them to purchase your course. The next part I want to be talking about is knowing your goal. Knowing your sales goal will determine your marketing strategy, how far and how wide you have to reach with your marketing strategy. The next part I want to look at as well is about bundling, the power of bundling our online courses together. You may create the first course and then the second, and how we can bundle those two courses in order to get maximum value and maximum sales. And also I want to look at our pricing. I did a very specific thing when it came to my pricing, and I'm going to show you the trick that actually really boosted my subscriber numbers as well in the first week of my campaign and my marketing campaign. And then after that, we're going to look at the long-term success of your course and how it's just going to keep on selling and how you can ensure that to make it happen. All right, so till next time, I'll see you then, and get on and build your database.